How are you, Ed?
I'm great, Rich. Thanks.
Okay, so we heard Mike Tomlin say he's going to keep things in-house. It's a heck of a house that we're keeping things in right now. What do you know about Antonio Brown's absence and how it might mean for anything other than just what he took it for?
Well, I think he was very upset on Sunday. It was obvious on the field, on the sidelines, bolted out of the locker room with his agent in tow, Drew Rosenhaus, and then had that tweet, trade me, the trade me tweet. And then he stayed away. And Mike said he wouldn't say whether it was excused or not, which tells everybody it wasn't excused. So I think that's where we sit until they talk it out and work it out. I can't imagine him sitting him down for a game or anything, though, Rich. That would just make the rest of the team suffer.
Yeah, I mean, and who is Ryan Scarpino, who he was responding to, who worked for the team for all those years? And does he voice anything that might be a legitimate belief held within the front offices of the Pittsburgh Steelers that Antonio Brown owes the team and Ben Roethlisberger?
I don't think. Ryan is prolific on Twitter now that he's not an employee anymore. He was in the PR office. Good guy, very helpful to us. And he was there for, 5-6 years maybe. And just decided he was going to go and pursue some other work, and he did. I think he works for the county here in Allegheny County.
So I'm just saying, it's like, why would Antonio Brown feel the need to pop back at him? That's what I'm saying. Is this something that he might be touching on that is being played out behind the scenes that Antonio Brown feels slighted in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, I don't think so. We've wondered if Antonio even knows that Ryan doesn't work for the team anymore.
Okay.
Because hey, these guys, they pay attention to some things and not to others. But
sure.
Ryan worked until last summer for the team, and he's been gone not this past summer, a year ago.
Is there any way? Is there any way that what Antonio Brown may have given voice on the sideline have anything to do with LeVeon Bell not being there and just being part and parcel of whatever anxiety has been stirred up by the withholding of LeVeon services by said running back?
My opinion, no, Rich. I think it's pure selfish on his part that he's not getting the statistics he's used to. He's only averaging 8.9 a catch. Now, whose fault is that? They're throwing him the ball a lot, 33 targets in 2 games. He hasn't caught any big ones yet. He does have 1 touchdown against Cleveland, but he's done this before. He's just he seems to be taking it an extra step this time. He threw a big fit in Baltimore last year when Ben didn't see him when he was open and Ben went somewhere else.
Right, I do remember that. A couple more minutes here with Ed Bouchette, Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. And what is the latest with the Steelers and LeVeon Bell? Ed, is there any latest? I mean, how can you tell us this is playing out right now?
Yeah, same old, Rich. Nobody seems to know. When his own teammates thought he was coming in, they thought they were led to believe he was coming in for the first game, and he never showed. You saw their reaction, and all we see now is on I follow him on TMZ because they keep coming up with stuff of him partying in clubs in South Beach, and now he's on a jet ski in South Beach, so it seems to be living it up.
Wow, Ed. I mean, so is there any sense at all of the Steelers making a maneuver to get him in by sweetening the tender, just that to figure out that to win a Super Bowl this year and to remove all of whatever distraction, as DeCastro called last week, draining, to try and remove that themselves?
Rich, I can guarantee you one thing. I don't know a lot of what's going to go on with Bell. I can guarantee you one thing. The Steelers are not going to sweeten the offer. He either comes in and plays or he doesn't, and that's going to be that.
So why?
I don't think they're going to trade him.
Why?
What?
Why?
Because they that's the way they are. If they sweetened the offer for a lot of reasons, it would they don't like setting precedents, and that would set a precedent for the next franchise player. And it's just not going to happen. I could tell you it won't happen.
Wow. So does he come in week 11, based on you say, or does he? What do you think here, Ed? that the next step?
Again, Rich, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how long he's going to hold out. He's missing 856,000. He's given up every week until he does. And you do the math, 10 weeks, and then let's just say after 10 weeks he does report, they can get a roster exemption for 2 weeks and not pay him for those 2 weeks. So that'd be another 1.7 he'd miss.
How ugly is this compared to anything you've seen in Pittsburgh, Ed?
It's getting there. You know, I was just trying to put down a lot of this stuff. There's been a lot of things happen here in the past. There's been Ben Roethlisberger starting the season with a 4-game suspension by the NFL. That was kind of ugly. Mm-hmm. They started out 0-4 back in 2013. That was kind of interesting because the year before they tumbled out of the playoff picture by losing 4 of their last 5. So they had lost 8 out of the last 9 games, and Mike Tomlin was on a hot seat then.
Ed, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. I have a feeling we're going to be calling you back very soon.
Okay, Rich.
You got it.
Good to be with you.
You got it. That's Ed Bouchette, fresh off of the press conference today with Mike Tomlin.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.